Hello, everybody, and welcome to Techyries. I hope everyone has a snack, lunch, a drink, whatever. I wish I had that, and I don't. But we have, and I say
Morgan,
that though
you're
because,
welcome.
sorry, what was that?
I said, "You're welcome."
Yeah, I'm hungry. I've been really good about getting a snack before the show, and I was not good about that today.
I just wanna
So,
say, though, we look really good. What do you guys think of the new layout before we keep talking about what we're gonna be talking about? I
yeah,
really
we
like
have we have
it.
new designs, everybody, for our layouts and our scenes and our overlays, and
It's so
there
pretty.
are more to come. Like, you're gonna see other versions of it a little bit later throughout the show, but then we have even more new, designs to implement as we do more shows. So we're really excited for the new look. We're nice up close and personal with you all.
Heck yeah. If you
Hello,
guys want
Latin.
sexy grandmas, here's even more.
Aw, thanks, Latin. You're so nice. Alrighty, so the reason I mentioned snacks, drink, whatever, is because we have a pack show, guys. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a taste of what you can expect, but not all of it, because who wants spoilers? But a little quick.
I do.
Listen, ma'am, I don't. So, but
I
I'll give
want
you a little touch.
spoilers.
I'll give you a little tease. How about that? I won't spoil, but I'll tease.
Okay, tease me good.
All, all night long. No, so,
Do it, Morgan. Do
well,
it.
hey, today
Yeah.
we're talking about Take Two layoff. You know, laying off part of its AI team. And what this means for Take Two. We are also, dealing with Steam upping their game and a first, unleashing a FPS estimator. Sorry, I stumbled my teasing there. I'm really sorry. I'll get better. I'll get better. So, locking in. We're gonna find out how this can improve your
I want it with
games.
you need to do more of like that smoky, you
Oh,
know
oh. Well, the Pokémon Company decided to cancel all its Pokémon Center events. Thick As Thieves is switching up its gameplay, and it might be more enticing to your inner gamer. We have a look at what was announced at the Level 5 Vision Showcase, and a look at a new Game Pass focused on indie games. Phew, well, with that, I'm Morgan, and this is my lovely co host, KP.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
think that just needs to be on its own, a social clip right there, just on its own. Like, "Hold on, I got this. Take 2, laid off part of its AI team."
You want sultry? I'll give you sultry. I have no shame.
Do it. I did, I wanted maximum ASMR. I wanted to feel it in my ear holes. That's what I wanted. We have
Next
to
time I'll get
entice you
nice and
guys.
close.
There we go. Okay, but Morgan,
Yes.
that's not all.
Whoa.
We also have a look at the world premieres and new games from the Triple I Initiative Showcase. And our picks, that's right, ours from the Steam Hidden Objects Fest. So, everybody, let's buckle up as we take a closer look at our tech pulse.
Yeah, that's a new Tech Pulse transition, guys, with sounds and music, just saying.
What up? We're bringing it all.
We got new vibes over here, y'all.
We
All right.
vibing.
We vibing hard over here. Before that goes into weird jokes, let's continue. So,
All right, I'm gonna sip my coffee while you talk about your first story.
yeah, so Take Two Interactive, the studio behind the popular games It Takes Two and Split Fiction, and a whole team had a whole well, they had a whole team dedicated to working on generative AI tools to support their game developments. The keyword is had. So, at the beginning of April, the company reportedly laid off its entire dedicated AI team, including their head of artificial intelligence, Luke Dicken. These layoffs are part of a wider restructuring, including a reported shift in priorities by the upper management at Take Two Interactive. This happened just 2 months after the company stated it was actively embracing generative AI. So while Dickon announced his role's termination on LinkedIn, he is working to help support his team members who are affected by these layoffs. Although he did not specify the exact number of people in his department leaving Take Two Interactive, nor the reason for the change. So this decision is actually a twist in Take Two's curious relationship with generative AI, which has become more confounded in the recent months. So, how do you guys feel about this? What is the feeling like? It's very interesting to me, like that they're like, oh, we're actively embracing generative AI, and then hello, layoffs. Makes me wonder if maybe the models and the AI that they were testing actually maybe just didn't work out in their favor. I'm not that may not be it, but it's kind of the vibe I get. How do you feel,
I mean,
KP?
it could be that. It could be that when they were making whatever a generative AI that they wanted to do, right? Everything was just not working and it was just too much money because these companies, they don't want to spend like they want to spend the money, right? But they're
Hmm.
like, I don't want to spend the money. It's always that fine line of like, yeah, I'll spend the money if it's like $100, but you're telling me it's like maybe more like $100,000. No, thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
no, that's
So
fair.
I think there could be a lot of different areas that could be
Yeah, there
causing them
there
to
could
be
be a
like,
lot of factors to be
no.
fair.
Right, right. I mean, and we have seen it doesn't, it takes a lot to run a data center that's going to run AI. We know about this. Like,
Hmm.
so imagine all of that money has to add up because they need to make the data center for it and then they need the team to do it and then they need like it's just how much more money do they want to just send out the door. I mean, don't get me wrong, Take Two has a lot of really good franchises, right,
Hmm.
that they publish. They got Grand Theft Auto, they got Borderlands. I mean, they're not just like over here just going it's whatever, they put out some pretty decent publish games when they work with their developers, but I'm not surprised. I mean, it probably was way over their head
Sure,
and they were like, well, I guess it's time to just say no. And
that
I
could
think
be.
we're gonna see a little bit more of that coming down the roads because I don't think people realize they need developers. They need people who are
Yeah.
sitting here, coding games, creating the trailers. I mean, we've seen it with Subnautica and their crappy AI generated trailers, where things just don't make sense and you're
That's
like,
not
what
good.
did I just look
That's
at?
so bad.
Yeah. I mean, people are just like, this is no for me.
Mhm.
And I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to see more people being like it's a great thing, but it's not. And we've had this discussion many times where we have talked about what we see AI useful for and what we see AI not useful for. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again because we've done it so many times.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean, well, Morgan, like we sit here all the time and talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it right
Whatever
now.
do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Yeah, and I mean,
Um,
honestly, they could be dodging a massive bullet with like what we have with, everything going on with Anthropic's Mythos right now. And,
yeah,
they could be in the long run dodging a very good bullet. So,
right, right. So, yeah,
but
we'll just have to
FPS.
see what. Bad well, maybe not dodging a bullet in this next one, okay?
Oh boy.
So, well, no, I mean, like this could be a good one. This could be
Oh,
a good
no, that's fair. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Bullets.
Yeah, like not
FPS.
dodging a
Yeah.
bullet. Like this is a good one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Steam is hopefully thinking about the gamer and the gamer needs, right? We all hope this happens anytime we go in and, we purchase a game. We hope that there is some actual thought process behind what's going on. So, Valve has a frames per second estimator tool in the works for Steam. So, what does this mean for you and me? Well, this is a tool that is supposed to predict your frame rate in a particular game before you purchase it, which is amazing. So
Ooh.
this would cut that headache of buying a game and then you load it up and then your computer is like, nah, you can get 10 frames per second. And you're like, damn. So it's kind of like, you have like in it, to me, it's like, I mean, you've probably been there. I have before with some games. Like it's been pretty crappy when that happens. I
Mhm.
totally just got lost in my own story over here. So when this new tool is available, it's going to read your PC to see how it will handle the game. So you're going to input your specs. So your CPU, your GPU, and other available RAM, and then it compiles that data from other users who have similar hardware as you, which I think is great because you're also running off of then not just what your computer can do, but like how others people's computers have actually processed the game and ran with the game itself. So you are then shown a chart reflecting their performance and to give you an indication of how your PC will handle the game. Now, there's no exact science. It's not like this is going to be like, I put in my specs and yay, everything is great, hence why it's called an estimator, but it will help give you a better ballpark of how your PC will perform. And oh, and don't worry about inputting your specs every single time. You can save it to make it easier. So, what is your first game that you want to try this on when the tool becomes available? I would personally want to try it on GTA 6.
That'd be a
Like
good
that would be my
one.
thing. Yeah.
Um, what are some other big games coming out? Uh, Crisis is a good one that Latin said in our Twitch chat. Um, Even honestly, I wouldn't mind trying it against like Helldivers too. Even
Oh, that's a good
testing
one.
because
Yeah.
that like Helldivers, love Helldivers. I cannot record or stream on Helldivers because of how much it taxes my CPU. Um,
Yeah.
I also need to
I mean, even
upgrade.
Borderlands. Like I would love to run it
Yeah.
against Borderlands and be like, what am I
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be at?
Another
I mean,
good
I
one.
do pretty good, but I
Yeah.
mean, I still feel like there's something I'm not tweaking right and I don't know.
Like I definitely get by just fine with my setup, but I am going to get to a point very soon where I'm going to be very starting to like feel the pain of being outdated. It's just I haven't
Right.
upgraded it because everything's so expensive right now, and it's disappointing where the model that I did buy and tweaked my mother certain things are like baked into my motherboard, so I have to buy a whole brand new motherboard to do my full like update that I really want to do, which sucks.
Welcome to PC upgrades.
Yay!
Yay!
Which I will eventually do, but with how the economy is and chips and everything else and RAM, I'm gonna
Right.
wait.
Unfortunately, it will not detect Borderlands' historic terrible netcode. I mean, that netcode, I don't understand. How do you have a terrible netcode? You know?
They're like, it
But
works.
I think it's good. I think this is a great way to just, make it easier on people because there are going to be
Absolutely.
more computer intensive, hardware intensive
But
games
part of me
coming
wonders
out.
too
And
is
we're
like,
going to have to,
will it be able to tell me like, will I be able to find out and play around with ways to tweak Helldivers to a point where I could at least record it? I don't think I'm gonna get to a point where I could stream Helldivers, but I would love to be in Helldivers 2, playing it and recording my stuff without it being choppy. Because there is
right.
some hilarious clips that happen when we're always playing Helldivers. So, you know, I would
She
love to be
won't
able to
do
have.
that, Latin. She won't do that, Latin.
To be fair, I only have one Nikon, and that bad boy's like worth nothing because it went through a flood.
I know, but he's saying that you just train it. And I'm like, she's not going to trade in a camera. Like, that's not happening. I know you too much to know that you
I
would
also,
trade in
yeah, no.
cameras.
I have my gear, and my gear is staying where it is.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Latin. You could trade in one of yours too.
Well, yeah, Latin, trade in one of your cameras for my
And then
PC.
send her the money.
Yeah.
And then
Or
send
just
her the
buy me
money.
a new PC. Buy me or you don't have to buy me a whole brand new PC. Help me buy my motherboard, my new CPU. I'd like to update my Wi-Fi card because it's not picking up things properly anymore. It's great. I love it even though I'm hardwired. What else? Oh, a new, graphics card would be great. We'll do all that. Well, I'll take your 4 grand and I'll only have to put up 1 grand.
There. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm winning. Anyway,
Hashtag winning.
yeah. Well, this next story is a bit of a sad one, if I'm being honest with you. On March 31st, the Pokémon Company announced that all events scheduled at Pokémon Center stores across Japan from April 1st to April 21st are canceled. While these Pokemon centers host regular events like Pokemon Greetings, Pokemon TCG classrooms, and more, all such events have been canceled, citing unforeseen circumstances. Except for 2 specific tournaments, to be fair. The Domestic City League TCG tournament and the preliminary tournament for the Pokemon Go Japan Championships 2026, those ones are happening. However, likely due to safety reasons, the tournaments will actually be ran differently. The matches will not be broadcast, no spectators will be allowed, and the previously planned commemorative gifts for spectators will not be distributed. So the announcement follows the temporary closure of Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo on March 27th. The closure is directly related to the fatal stabbing incident that took place within the store and resulted in the death of one of the employees. It is unknown if Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo will reopen its doors, but the company is prioritizing the mental health of its staff while cooperating with the police. So, with all of that said, how do you feel about these Pokemon events being canceled? I understand being playing it safe. What if there's other people orchestrating and like something happens at these big events after what happened at Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo? I don't blame the company for playing it safe. It's nice to see that they're keeping not only their staff safe but also just the general public. In my personal
Yeah, I was
opinion.
just thinking, I'm like, there was a fatal stabbing. Like, what are they supposed to? I mean, yeah, they
Yeah.
can increase security and police and all that stuff, but it could still happen again. Like, just because they're, like it's just because there was one incident and you take the precautions and everything else to like increase your security doesn't mean that a stabbing incident can't happen again. So
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's only
I get
canceled
it.
from April 1st to the 21st. So basically, they're canceling those events except for those 2 big tournaments, and then they're locking them down so you can't have outside people in, and they will not be broadcast. And to me, that's all like, hey, let's take this next month and play it safe. And I don't blame
Yeah,
them.
I mean yeah, I don't blame them either. I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I agree. I said, bit of a sad story, but I can appreciate the company doing what it's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, even Ramp over here said good move on their part on YouTube and said better safe than sorry than being sued. And I agree with
Absolutely.
you. Yeah, you don't want to be sued like that's yeah. You said I was going to be safe and you were not and I wasn't safe and I was stabbed. Says like literally everyone. Oh, gotta love it. All right. We're going to move on to a different one now that Morgan has kind of brought the mood down. Maybe I can bring it back up. Maybe I can bring it back up.
Raise the roof.
Breathe the roof. Okay. Thick as Thieves, guys, has a new focus, and it might be something that grabs the attention of some gamers. I know for myself, I'm excited now,
Me
now that
too.
I know what's happening. The developers decided to abandon the PvPvE gameplay and focus on single player and co-op play, which I am
Yes.
super excited about. I'm so happy that they
Yes.
did this. This game will be similar to Deus Ex and Dishonored, as it puts gamers in an immersive sim where you have to manipulate the mechanics of the game for creative problem solving. Thick as Thieves releases on May 20th. I double checked it because there was some questions about if we were going to still have the May release or not, and it's still slated for May 20th. So that's good to see on
Love
Steam.
it.
So, what do you think of the developers changing their focus on the gameplay from PvPvE to solo and co-op play? I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
I
I'm
I think
absolutely in
that
love with it.
there's an obvious shift right now with everything that is PvP and PvPvE. I mean, we even see that Arc Raiders has not gone made a shift to like where you can just fight the bots. This isn't surprise like this is both. It doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, it is surprising to see a company after they were already have their base and this was their design to shift. And it's exciting to see that for gamers like us who are like, I really don't like there's so much PvP. Do we need another PvP game? Do we need another PvPvE? So I'm really excited about this. This is also a game I'm just very interested in general. So
So, I didn't put this in the story just because I was trying to keep it pretty straightforward and
sure.
simple and everything, but they were playing the PvPvE part of it and they realized it wasn't as fun to them as
Mm.
playing like a co-op game or a solo game, which I think is so fascinating that they played it and it wasn't like they sent it out to people to be like, check out this beta, see what you think. It was literally the developers sat down, started playing it, and they were like, this isn't that fun. Let's switch it. And I was like, cool, I love that. Like, I wish more developers would actually think about stuff like that. Like, is this a game that's actually fun? Are you having a good time with it? Because if you don't even know, then 10 to 1 says that we're probably not gonna know if we're gonna like it or
Yeah.
we're not gonna be interested. And I think having them kind of take that sit back and say, okay, what did we make? Let's try it. And they were like, nah, this isn't that great. I thought that was so amazing. I was like, kudos on them. Good job, guys. So proud.
Heck yeah. I'm excited about this.
Uh,
I'm very excited about it.
Ramp says over here, too much PvP can kind of kill a game. I agree. There is a
Yeah.
lot of PvP out there, a lot of PvPvE out there. There's just so much happening with these games that it just feels like we're just getting inundated and we're losing that get to play with friends and get to solve things or like figure out things together. And I think that's something that some of us are more craving. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's fun having PvP. There's a lot of PvP out there that people like. You know, you got your Call of Duty, you got your Fortnite, you got, all that stuff over there. But not every game can be PvP, like
Mhm.
give me something where I can actually play with my friends and we can sit and have a good time and like shirtless Dan and I, we every once in a while we'll be like, "Hey, look, we found a puzzle game. Let's just play that, and solve things together because we're not killing anything." And I think that's what makes this game more intriguing now is that it's less trying to like almost like hot potato, right? You're trying to grab the stuff from the person who has it, and it's more like let's work together.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for this. I can't wait. Maybe we'll play it on Techyries. Techyries game show. Techyries game premiere. What do you think? Let's see,
I'm here
May
for it.
20th. Let's see what day that is. So that's a Wednesday, so we could totally do our first gameplay of it on the 24th. Except we can't because you're not here. So we could do our first
Sorry.
No, it's fine. On the 31st.
We can't because I'm not here.
Because you're not here. Okay, then never mind. No
I'm
Techyries
sorry.
gameplay
I'm
night.
sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Morgan decided she really didn't want to be around. Uh,
I'm Zoe. It's my anniversary. It's like bachelorette party for my sister-in-law, and then it's my anniversary trip.
hey, you chose.
Yeah. All right. You ready for this next one?
I'm excited. This was a really cool one. I mean, the Vision 2026 presentation was something that I thought was really cool that we should get our hands on.
Yeah, it
So
was
let's
really
do it.
interesting. Yeah, so the prominent Japanese video game development and publishing company CEO, Akihiro Hino, hosted the 2026 Level 5 Vision 2026 Craftsmanship presentation on Friday, April 10th. So the presentation was focused on updates, release windows, and new announcements for the company's upcoming major titles. So let's actually talk about the key highlights from the presentation. First up, Kino announced that Professor Layton and the New World of Steam is nearing its completion. It is officially confirmed for a late 2026 release on Switch, PS5, and PC. Much to our surprise, Snack World Reloaded was announced. This Snack World remake is actively in development to eventually release on the Switch too. During the showcase, Inazuma 11 Re and Deca Police and Holy Horror Mansion were said to still be in development by the company, even though they have been announced at various points over the last few years. Inazuma 11 Victory, Victory Road, was announced to have a Switch 2 physical edition releasing on June 11th with an Inazuma 11 Cross, a mobile game that is also coming this June. During the showcase, Hino focused on craftsmanship, ensuring high quality, polished, and enjoyable experiences for fans. Many of the games in the Level 5 pipeline are aimed for a global release, which is really exciting. It's not going to be just Japan. But what announcement from the Level 5 Vision 2026 presentation had you guys the most excited? Which one excited you, KP?
There was one, oh, I can't remember. I've seen the Professor Layton ones before.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of interested to see what that was going to be about because I've seen them and I'm like, oh, these look really cool and fun. And I love the graphics for them. I've never played them, but I've always been like, these look nice.
They look cute.
These
They look
look
cute and fun.
cute. Yeah. So I think like that's kind of where my head has always been at for that. Like, ooh, I want to know more about these, but I just never had a chance to jump into them. What about you, Morgan?
Oh, honestly, I'm kind of excited about the where's the name? I literally said it earlier. Where is it?
You said a lot of
The
names.
yeah, I'm
You
really
said a lot.
that is fair. No, I'm really interested in the Holy Horror Mansion. That one also looks really stinking cute. It's like it's
Okay.
also supposed to be like a nice heartwarming horror story about like a mysterious family and like the
Mhm.
young hero who lives in the mansion, like basically like finds a camera and ends up investigating. And I think it sounds adorable and it looks adorable.
Yeah.
I don't have
Did you guys get a chance to look at the
Switch,
level
so
5 out there? If not, I mean, I'm sure we'll have video put into this later.
yeah.
All right. Well, Morgan,
Yes,
you know we love indie games, right?
absolutely.
But wouldn't it be great if they were all like in a place where you could just find all types of indie games?
Like in a way that works better than Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
Okay, well, then check this out. It's called Indie Pass and it launches on Monday, April 13th, and there will be over 70 games available. And the best part is, it only costs $8 a month. But You might be wondering, okay, cool, KP, but what kind of games are we talking? I'm so glad you asked. The company behind it, Indie.io, says it has games such as Echoes of the Plum Grove, Air, Hairs, and Dark Deity. And on top of that, the catalog will be evolving. In the coming weeks, Indie.io will reveal some partnerships, and Indie Pass will be just for PC, but nothing is preventing it from working on the Steam Deck. So, what do you think of this place to hit up indie games in one place? I think it's great. I love this for them. I mean, for me, like sometimes it's like we love our indie games because we love to showcase them, we love to play them, all this stuff. And I think just having a place where it's like, boom, this is where it all is. And at $8, you can play like pretty much any of them that you want. I
Hmm.
mean, that's way cheaper than having to go and buy them. I'm sure, they'll get the kickback, but I'm also curious how it will evolve over time. They have over 70 like that they have pretty much ready to go for Monday, tomorrow. And it's going to be I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm very interested to check it out and see what it's all about. See what the catalog really looks like and how
Yeah.
robust it is.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we're going to take a quick break, everybody. Maybe I can go get a snack since I haven't had one yet. But when we return, we'll be diving into the games that stood out to us from the Triple I initiative that just happened this week. So stay tuned. When we get back, we'll be diving right into that.
Boys and girls, make some noise, shake your body to the ground. 1, 2, 3, energy, have some fun, fun, fun. Let's get high, hold on tight, every day and every night. 박수 쳐, 소리 쳐, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun.
Let's go!
You tried your best, and you failed miserably.
That's right. Thanks, Kippo.
We need to survive! Oh wait, I'm Test. I'm Test Man.
It's not easy being green.
The Triple I Initiative was a packed showcase that showed off world premieres, new game trailers, and gameplay. It lasted 40 minutes and there were no hosts involved, just nonstop trailer action. So KP is actually going to kick us off with what world premieres we saw during the showcase. So KP, I'll let you take it away.
All right. Well, just so you guys know, all the ones that we're going to be talking about in the beginning are going to be world premieres. So the showcase started with quite a strange game. Prove You're Human splits the main character into two, and you drew the short straw. You're the digital copy of a person who was paid to test a corporate product, but the product is convinced it's as human as you are. You spend your days in the virtual world, learn about Mesa, break her defense, and eliminate her delusions. When you're not working, you roam the land and you capture your environment. At the end of the program, you'll decide to reemerge your two selves or discard your work self. This game doesn't have a release date yet, but it's definitely an odd one. I was watching it when they were showing it, and I don't know. It just didn't feel like a game that I was excited about because it was just so weird.
It's
But I
very
also see what
different.
they're doing. It's
Very
different.
different.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's cool. I like it. Well, since we like multiplayers, I have a fun multiplayer game. This is a co-op 2D horror game with cute animals and scary monsters where you need to reach your quota. This is Lost Railway, where you and up to 4 players get to venture into the depths of a nightmare for loot, tools, and important secrets. The train must move forward, but be careful. This game is high risk, high reward. There is no release date for Lost Railway just yet, but the game just launched the sign up for its playtest through Steam. So if you want to test it out, hopefully, go join that playtest and see if you get access. I requested access.
I love it. I do
It's
too. I
so
love
cute.
like it's not even the fact that it's cute. I just love the concept of it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like I just think that it's on my wish list, and I'm gonna check right now. No, I did not request access. I did
Fix it.
now. Um, I saw that and immediately thought, oh my gosh, this would be so much fun. It gave me that neon abyss kind of vibe, but
Oh, I could see
like
that.
better. Better than it. You know, I was like, this is gonna be fun. This will be silly and stupid with friends. I'm totally floating around just to get back to my YouTube on my right side. But I think it'll be silly and stupid with friends, and I love that you're an animal. So
Yeah, I love it too.
super cool. Okay, this next one actually I'm really interested in too, because I think this one will be a lot of fun also. So if you like farming games, then this next one is for you. Bound to a dying farm, you must dig, plant, irrigate, and cut your way through the decay. Uncover buried secrets both in the soil and quietly brewing within the village. The only way out is through the harvest. Crop doesn't have a release date, but it is definitely one that has me super intrigued. Um, and I love the graphics for it. I do.
I
I
like them
think it's
too.
like and it's single player, but at the same time, I'm like, it doesn't bother me that it's single player.
It has this like dark kind of like horror vibe to it in a way, and I kind of like the spook. Not gonna lie.
It okay, so in a weird way, when I saw
Mhm.
it, I was like, "Oh, Terraria." If Terraria was like actually upgraded and not like a pixel,
Oh,
8-bit kind of feel, like if
yeah.
it was just you are playing Terraria, but like Terraria crap is happening. I was like, this is so funny. Or like Stardew Valley where it like gets really creepy and stuff in the ends and stuff like of the games, and like I'm just like, this is cool. I was like, this would be fun. Let's do it.
I love it.
I think you're gonna like this next one. I feel like this is a Morgan game. I like
Oh,
immediately thought it was a Morgan game. Morgan game.
because I want to come out
We
better
should
than
have
all my
like we should
friends.
next time we should totally have like we should have We need to have like little things that go burr, 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 Morgan game. Burr, 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 KP game.
That's cute. That could be fun also to add into our YouTube videos.
That's right.
All right, everybody, let's talk about this game she thinks I'm gonna really like. So, but before I do, I have a question. Do you guys like party games? But
Yeah,
wish you
that's
had a. But do you wish that the party games, like there was a collection of like horror themed party games?
sometimes I think it depends on the, like what one I'm playing off of kind of
Fair.
thing.
Okay, fair, fair. Well, in case you want that horror vibe, but party game mashup too,
Horror vibe. Horror
uh,
vibe.
yeah. So if you want that vibe, check out this game called Machine Party. This is a collection of violent party games where your failure is lethal. So play with your friends and see if you all can endure the high stakes situations waiting for you. Maybe you can prove your life is worth more than your friends. Machine Party hasn't been released yet, but it is expected sometime in the third quarter of 2026. This one's interesting. I don't really understand all of the games other than running up the escalator and building stuff maybe, but yeah, it seems kind of intense but in a fun way. I think
It
it's
looks
like,
like
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good. It's just like one of those things where I could see it being like it's like it, it it is the type of party game that I like more than Jackbox, if you will.
That's fair. I like that it's made from the people that made Buckshot Roulette.
Yes.
That like
Yes.
intrigued me when I saw it. I was like, that's cool. I still need to play that one. I haven't played it yet with people,
Same.
but I was like, okay, I see you. I see you.
It's like
Okay, Morgan, I know.
see.
I feel like this one is gonna be like, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, another one when I say when I read this next one to you.
I'm
But
literally looking at the creature and I'm like, another one?
I'm excited for this one because I actually really like these ones.
Okay.
So I will give preference first. You guys are gonna see this and be like, oh my gosh, it's Pal World. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, it is, but it's better because it's with Temtem. All right, so check out this game that will take the Temtem franchise to the next level. Temtem Pioneers will have you survive and explore an untamed frontier. You'll tame and become a roster of 200 plus Temtem and master their unique abilities in fast real-time combat. Oh, and you'll also get to build, craft, battle, and discover new creatures solo or co op with your friends in this open world survival crafting adventure. This game doesn't have a release date, but here's the twist because I know everybody's over there going, oh my gosh, it's like Pal World. It's not. It is, but it's not. You get to actually be the freaking creatures. In Pal World, you don't get to be the creatures. You have to be a human. So this is cool. So if you want to be a platypus, you could be the platypus. You want to be a cat, you could be the cat. And I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I've always wanted to do. I want to be the creature.
Latin
Oh.
says in our Twitch chat, when you copy the copy of a copy that was copied by the original game.
No, but Temtem has been around for a while. They have, so I play Temtem Swarm, which is my
Mhm.
swarm game because I love my swarm slash horde games, right?
No,
Bullet
you
hells.
never.
I know, me never. And then they also have Temtem where it's like Pokemon, where you go out but it's like 3D and not 2D. And you
Gotcha.
go out and you can be with friends and you can literally go and play Pokemon in Temtem World. And so they have been around for a while, so it's not like it's it's not like this is something new. It's just they're taking their actual franchise and they're like, cool, now let's actually make it a little bit different. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm excited.
No, I really like the biggest thing that excites me about this one is the fact that when I throw out my creature or whatever, like, okay, now attack, that I get to actually control and be the one that is that creature as from a gameplay standpoint. Sorry, a gameplay
Yeah.
standpoint. And I think that that is an added mechanic and just like I guess engagement that it will be really nice to have.
And Pokemon can't come at people because in Temtem, you don't throw balls. You throw cards. 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 They look like cards. That's what it looks
What is that?
like. I'm probably flicking people off as I do this. So no,
I didn't
but
think
you
that's
do.
where you were going.
They look like digitized cards
Mm-hmm.
in a way. They're flat and they're just like so you throw those instead of balls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, this next one I actually am very interested in, and I did not expect that. If I'm being honest, let me get this plan though, so I can show you.
No, now I want to play the first one, so then
I
I can be
know.
ready for this one.
Same. All right, let's show
Because I
this to
did,
everybody.
so I've seen this game before, but I have never like sat down and physically watched it enough to be like, oh,
Same.
that's what this gameplay is like.
Mhm.
But I've heard of this game and I've heard of it like enough, but yeah. So
Yeah, let's show everybody
another game
what we're
to add to
talking
my
about.
list. Yeah.
The list keeps growing, growing, and
I
growing,
know,
growing.
growing and growing.
All right, let's let y'all actually see what we're talking about here. This is Graveyard Keeper 2, the sequel to Graveyard Keeper, which is said to be the most inaccurate medieval cemetery sim. So, in this sandbox simulation game, you must restore the town, manage the graveyard, automate production, and lead your undead army into battle. It's your job to turn the world's zombie problem into your thriving business. There is no release date for Graveyard Keeper 2 just yet. However, if this interests you, the first Graveyard Keeper is free on Steam right now until April 13th. So make sure you go and claim the free $20 game while you can. I've already claimed it and have it in my Steam library, so go grab it. It's a free $20 game, and honestly, it looks so fun.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't realize what this game actually was. I've
Mhm.
had people tell me all the time, "You need to play this game. You need to play it." And I never put two and two together like, "Oh, I should really go and check it out and see what it is." I've always been like, "Yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it." But
Absolutely.
knowing that this is what this is, I'm like, "Oh, this is not just your normal sit back and just take care of a graveyard. This is like more intense. I like this. Let's go." So, yeah, definitely wish list this. It's coming out sometime this year, like Morgan said. And then go get your hands on the first one because it's free on Steam and that like never happens. The fact that they're giving it away for free right now until literally tomorrow, Monday,
Yeah.
April 13th. Go do it. Just go. Go do it.
Yeah, that's exciting. Get it while you can. Like, open up a second tab, pull out your phone while you're watching our show, grab it. Just don't leave
That's right.
us. We want to show you the next
No,
one.
come on. Yeah. Also, I just want to say really quickly, thank you, Ramp, for the Prime sub. You have been subbing us for 9 months. We really appreciate it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yay! Let's keep it going. Yeah. Thanks, Latin. Thanks for putting in the Graveyard Keeper store page. So if you guys want to grab it right there. It's right in our chat. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, this next one is another one that I was sat back and I thought to myself, like, okay, this could be fun, except for the spooters. So get ready to grab your gear and your friends in this hilarious Golden Age co-op adventure. You'll dive deep into cursed temples, hunt for the ultimate treasure, and work together to stay alive. Now, but beware of everything and everyone. After all, only the survivals get to split the gold. So, Too Deep to Quit releases sometime this year. I love that it's kooky. It reminded me of Peak. It reminds me of Repo,
Yeah.
because it's so kooky and fun and cartoony. I just hopefully hoping that they could be like, oh, here's an arachnophobia mode. That would be nice. Can I just have an arachnophobia mode? But yeah, Muppet style kind of horror game, and I like some of the stuff was making me crack up so hard. They're like doop doop doop, oh, giant rock coming at me, run!
I am
Um,
here for this. I want to play this with the gang. This is awesome.
I do too. I do too. I mean, as much as I don't like spiders, I was like, they're kind of cartoony, so it's not like as bad. But also, dude, you walked right over a banana peel. Why? You know, like, come on, come on.
I'm here for it.
I think it'd be fun together, like as with friends. Because like I
Absolutely.
noticed, so like for me, like my arachnophobia is still there, but I notice
Mhm.
like when I'm with people, it's not as like
Intense.
intense,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I think when I'm by myself, it's like heightened even higher, but I think it'd be fun. This next one is also one that I think is really interesting, and I'm glad that there is a new game coming out for it that's different.
This is one that'll definitely have a lot of people excited. So let's just go ahead and show it to everyone.
Do it.
Check out this all new survival experience that is brutal and uncompromising. This is Don't Starve Elsewhere. You can band together with your friends to craft, farm, and explore this sandbox world filled with strange creatures, environmental dangers, lurking shadows, and dangers that could result in permadeath. There is no release date that has been announced just yet, but guys, this is Don't Starve Elsewhere with, probably an art style and a look that's really familiar to all of you out there. I have not played the original game and I don't remember the original name off the top of my head, but
Don't starve together.
Together, that's
Well,
what it
technically,
was.
at first it was just Don't Starve, and then they made Don't Starve Together
Gotcha.
because
That's
they
right.
wanted to add the multiplayer part to it. So yeah, so now it's Don't Starve Elsewhere. Um, it's a hard game. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Don't Starve franchise is difficult. I was actually having this conversation with Tubby not too long ago because he asked, he's like, "Do you think that my daughter would like this?" And I was like, "It's difficult. It's not super easy because you
Mhm.
really need to understand the mechanics properly. You need to understand like what's the right thing that you need to do first so that you can actually make it through the nights. And I never get far in the game. But I think that's like the joys of it, like is that it is difficult. Um
Yeah. And Ramp did ask, is this a sequel? And yes, this is a new direct sequel to Don't Starve Together.
but it's not a DLC. This is going to be an
Correct.
actual new game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Brand new
There's
game. And it is, I
yeah,
did check it, I did look it up to make sure this is considered the next major entry of the franchise and is this a sequel to the 2016 Don't Starve Together.
right. Okay, well, besides world premieres, there were a lot of new games we haven't seen that were prepped in that were peppered in throughout the showcase. So let's have a look at some of the games that stood out to us.
Sure, I'll kick it off with the first one.
Go ahead, Morgan, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. All
You
right, my
got it.
fellow action adventure RPG fans, check out this murky medieval game called Alcahest. The balance of power between the three major houses is fragile, and you are the youngest son of a petty lord. They'll combat in high interactive environments like castles, forests, villages, and more, explore realistic looking locations, learn alchemy, and make a name for yourself and your family. There is no release date just yet. I wish this was multiplayer, but I understand why it's not. But it is a game I am very interested in. It gives me kind of like Oblivion, like all the Elder Scrolls kind of vibes, and I am here for it. I am a sucker for that. So I'm very much
I
looking forward to
thought
this
the
game.
same thing when I saw this. I was like, Morgan's gonna love it because it's Oblivion looking and it looks awesome. It's gonna remind her of
Yeah.
Skyrim and it's gonna be sweet. And she's gonna be like, let me have it.
Yeah. It might be on my wish
I,
list.
I, I I think it's weird. Like to me, when I saw it, I almost thought to myself, like, what if they took Oblivion, right? And they
Mhm.
like made the next part of it, the next chapter, but they upgraded everything. Like I know they did the remaster of Oblivion, like I know they did all that, which is
Mhm.
great. But what if they took and just like redid everything, and they're like, cool, now let's have like a better looking Oblivion. And that's what this is. And I was like, oh my gosh, Morgan would love this.
A little different storyline, but yeah.
Yeah,
Visually, I
but
could
it's
see
like,
that.
yeah, I wasn't meaning like storyline. I
Yeah,
was just
yeah, yeah,
meaning
yeah, yeah.
visually. Yeah, yeah.
I got you.
All right. Hey, all my builders and space explorers out there. Where you at? 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 All right. Well, guess what, guys? The universe is your oyster in this game called Spacecraft. You'll explore a vast galaxy of systems and planets, mine and craft resources, design and build ships, automate planetary bases and interplanetary logistics, trade and cooperate. Spacecraft releases on May 20th this year, which I'm excited about. There is a demo. I did look, there is a playtest too that you can sign up for, but I would just maybe just jump right into the demo. I need to jump into it myself. I was gonna play it with Shirtless Dan to see what we thought about it because we love these kind of games. But I'm hyped about this one. This one looks really good. It's
Looks
like
really good.
almost gives me that No Man's Sky. And
Mhm.
then I've got like um uh Star Rupture, and then I have like Satisfactory, and I'm like everything's all in like one. It's great. So I'm excited to see what this feels like. I think it's cool. I think if you get everybody gets their own ship, that's really fun. And it just looks pretty.
I like this one. Is it co-op? Is it multiplayer?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's multiplayer.
So I
Mhm.
thought, seeing the multiple ships. Heck yeah. I'm into
And
that one.
people. And people.
You never know, those could have been NPCs.
No, those were not NPCs. Not normally you don't have too many NPCs, like very little NPCs in
Yeah.
like game.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like,
Well,
no.
this is
Creatures, yes.
beer. Yes.
Beer, fair,
Fine.
fair.
So I hope y'all think about the Roman Empire as much as I do. Because this
Oh, wait, are
next
you one of those people?
yeah, I am
Have
actually.
you ever seen
Okay,
the meme?
listen.
Have you ever seen the memes
Oh, I've
about
seen all of
dudes who
them.
think about the Roman empires?
Yeah, so that's funny is literally when those first surfaced, Dan sent them to me and I looked at my husband and I was like, "Am I a man?" Like,
Am I a man? Yes.
so
Yes, the answer is probably yes.
I think about to be fair, I think about a lot of different empires very frequently all the
Oh, no.
time because I'm a massive history nerd. Like I think about Greek stuff, I think about Romans, the Egyptians, the list goes on because I just growing up was always the massive history nerd and
Mm,
yeah,
okay.
so it's fine. But when it started going around, oh, I'm just thinking about the Roman Empire. I'm like, what? Like, I must be the one of my previous lives. I must have been a man because I too think about the the Roman Empire quite often.
I must have been a man. I was a man. That's how Morgan would say it too. I was a man
Back in my day, I was a man. No,
back in my day. You don't
back in
understand.
one of my
Back
previous
in
days
my
specifically. No,
I
if
was part of
reincarnation is a
every
thing, I'm pretty
empire.
sure I was a man at least once or twice because of some of the the ways I think. I'm just one of the dudes, but I'm a woman. And with that being said, with all that being said, and with me thinking about the Roman Empire a lot, right? This next game is actually one I've actually been really looking forward to. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, where is it? There, here, I want to show you things. This is Romestead, but Rome has actually fallen. It is your job to rebuild civilization in this crafting 2D adventure RPG with survival elements. You can play what with actually I forgot this is not single player, but you can play with 1 to 8 players. So, KP, you can think about the Roman Empire with me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because
You
and then
rolling?
together we can farm crops, fight enemies, build towns, or even earn favor of the Roman gods. This game is releasing pretty soon on May 26th. I can't wait. There is also a playtest on Steam that you can request access to. I did request access, and I'm fingers crossed hoping to get it. So yeah, this is Romestead, everybody. Think about the Roman Empire with me and play this game. I'm really excited for it.
I just added it to my wish list. There's gonna be a lot of games that I'm gonna be spending a lot of money on towards the end of May.
I'll take a
Dang it.
I'll take a new desk, a third monitor, and then Steam gift cards, please, for my birthday.
There you go. You heard it now. All right. This one, Morgan, I know how much you
Yes.
love golf with friends, but I
The-
think you're really gonna like this next one.
Honestly, it looks a lot of fun. And there's another golfing game already out that is similar to this. So
Yeah.
take it away.
I think this one's already out.
Oh yeah, okay, then yeah. I was worried if this wasn't the one I was thinking of. If this is one this
It's
one's
already out. I
already
just
out.
think it's interesting. I think they were trying to bring awareness to it, and we hadn't
Fair.
seen this one before.
Fair.
So I
This
think
one
that's
I
why.
have watched one of my streamers play, and oh my god, is it chaotic and fun.
Oh, I bet. So this one will have you and your friends laughing for quite a while. So check out Super Battle Golf. It's a 1 to 8 player golf game where everyone plays at the same time. That's right. Let me say that again. Everyone plays at the same time. You will swing, shoot, sabotage, and finish first by any means in a free-for-all rush to the hole. Super Battle Golf is out already, but this is just insane. This is insane. This is like Mega Bonk with golf. That's what it
Yeah.
reminds me of.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Again, I've watched quite a bit of streams of this, and it is chaotic in like the best way possible with friends. You can run each other over with the golf cart. You can run through the areas kind of like in Mario Kart, how you can run through and get like items that you can work with. They have little areas on the actual map for like golfing that you run through, and like you get an item into your inventory that you can use against the other players.
Nice. And it did say in that trailer that it's coming to consoles in 2026. So that must have been the new part of it that I just missed because I was like literally trying to keep up with this showcase. It was so quick. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much happening right now.
Ooh, I'm down ramp. We'll talk. I'll talk to the hubby. We're gonna make that happen. I want to play it together. Okay, well, let's talk about this next one. This is a ruthless survival first-person shooter that you can play solo or co-op. You'll explore, scavenge, craft, and fight to endure a frozen, corrupt world. Together or alone, you'll operate and upgrade your steam-powered train through an unforgiving wasteland. Every choice you make is a matter of survival. Frostrail is expected to release in early access sometime in Q4 of 2026. I know this one has been like on all of our wish lists for a hot minute.
We're all like, oh my God, let's jump on the train.
Like, let's go.
Choo, 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 choo.
Choo choo, motherfuckers. Let's go.
That's Oh man. Okay, this next one actually is one that I'm excited about because I love the Astroneer. I'm going to give you guys that little hint. It is part of the Astroneer franchise. So if you guys have played it, you will love this. All right, Star Seekers is a new game set in the Astroneer universe. It will focus on discovery and cooperative expeditions. You'll have an advanced set of tools at your disposal to tackle expeditions while you face off with the unknown perils of space. Star Seekers Astroneer Expedition is set to release sometime this year. And there's an open beta available. So sign up so you can get a spot in the beta gameplay. I signed up. I haven't gotten in yet, but I'm really excited about this one because it's like taking it to the next level. In basic Astroneer, it's more like a top-down kind of thing. This one you get to be like third person, like literally you are your Astroneer. And I'm like, yes, let's do it.
Please hold. I'm adding. I'm requesting the beta
Oh, okay.
because it looks really cute. What's
You're
it
gonna
called
have to
again?
go to
Star Keepers.
Star Seekers,
Seeker.
Astroneer Seeker. Yeah.
See, you keep messing me up. You almost said Star Keeper earlier. Now I
I
want
know,
to
I
say
found
Star
myself the
Keeper.
second time I said it. I said it right the first time.
Okay, fine. Oh, so it's not available through the open beta. You have to go to their website to sign up. Got it.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I
So
have
I
that
would
link up, so
you
I
could do
can
it.
do this after the shit after the show.
Yeah, I was gonna after the ship. Ooh.
Yeah,
After our ship.
yeah. I can speak.
Element's here. Hello, Element.
Hello, hello. Welcome,
Element
welcome.
getting his muggy on. Good old muggy.
All right. This next one's for the Warhammer fans, and also kind of UKP.
KP alert. KP game. KP game. Thanks,
Yep.
Ramp. I'll take that hydration.
All right. Engross yourself in an action roguelite bullet hell called Warhammer Survivors. You'll play as characters from the Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar universes. Collect and evolve iconic weapons and destroy endless swarms of enemies before they end you. Warhammer Survivors is expected to release sometime in 2026. So,
I already
for
have it on my wish
KP
list.
and then also my Warhammer fans out there.
Already on my wish list.
Wow, no
Guys,
surprise.
this is why my wish list gets so long because I find all these really cool games and I'm like, I need now. Give me game.
Give me
All
it
right, this
all.
next one. If you guys don't know, well, you guys can't see it. So Morgan, if you take me full for a second.
Of course. Wow.
All right. If you guys look over my lovely shoulder, there is the Oxygen Not Included poster. So obviously I'm a fan and I do love to play it. So for all my Oxygen Not Included fans out there, this is a new game from Clay. This is a way team where you will mistakenly be shipped off to an alien world. You will need to harness the environment and master temperature, pressure, chemical reactions, and more to survive and possibly thrive. There is no release date, but you can request access to their playtest. I already did myself, and this game will be multiplayer, but the playtest will only be in single player. So if you guys request it, it is only single player, just so I think that they can figure out what kind of bugs that they need to work on. I love this franchise. It's adorable. It's going to be way different than the original Oxygen Not Included. And it will be multiplayer, but the thing is, they don't know how many. So it could be you and me, Morgan. It could be you, me, and two other people, or
Okay.
it could be 8 people. So there's no real decision on how many people are going to be available to play on this, which I think would be really fun.
Nice.
Taking it to the next level.
Whoop,
Bigger
whoop.
is better. More gifts for KP. More gifts for KP. Yeah. So, and not to toot my own little, stream tonight, but I'll be jumping back on Oxygen Not Included tonight.
Oh
I'm
man, I saw
excited.
you were on it last night.
I know. I actually labeled now that Latin's here. Latin who was put as one of my dupes. So that's what they're called. They're called dupes. They're little duplicants. And
Yeah.
so Latin has been named in my game. And
Cute.
Latin, do you want to know what your role is? Do you really want to know what your role is? Because I'm sure he does. I'm waiting for him to respond. I'll give him like a couple seconds to respond here. Because I think it's very fitting. What was it? You are my cook.
So cute.
You like Souls, right?
Souls like games?
Yeah. I feel like you do a little bit.
Okay. I love the visual. I love the stories they give me. I don't love the combat. I love everything but the
Oh,
combat.
okay. You might like this one. I don't know.
I'm interested in this one,
You
but
might be like,
you know who I think would love this one?
who?
Tyler. Drisbeer Soulstar,
Oh.
if you're around, or if you're like, I know you have us on your TV. So if you can hear me, come back and look if you're not looking already.
Come back. Come back.
Thank you, Element. Thank you. I feel so seen. The combat is unnecessarily frustrating in Souls-like games, but usually visually, and like artistically and story-wise, they're gorgeous, and I love them. But I just want easier combat.
Well, I think that's why I lean more towards roguelikes and roguelites as opposed to Souls. Which should we talk about what the differences are while we wait for Tyler to respond to you? Because
I don't have to wait for
Tubby
him to
has
respond,
asked
but
me,
go ahead.
but Tubby has asked me several times, what is the difference between a Souls-like, a roguelite, and a rogue-like? Like. Yeah.
Like and light.
Yeah. So do you want to delve into the Souls-like part of it first?
I'm just trying to think. What is the best way to describe?
explain it?
Yeah. So a Souls-like game is usually like kind of I guess a subgenre of like action role-playing games. They're usually defined though Souls-like are usually defined as like very high difficulty, like intense stamina-based combats. A lot of um like you need to worry about pairing, you need to worry about dodging. It is not just so much run in and like run and gun, or like you gotta be strategic. Which I do like a good I love strategy, but they're also just like the combat is very much like so much focused on timing, dodging, pairing, and managing stamina with other usually penalties for mistakes being done. Um, it's a lot. Like that usually like you lose like if you die you lose death, like on your death you lose experience, you use currency, you lose loot, there's usually a lot of drawbacks, and they use like a checkpoint system usually a lot of them use checkpoint systems. um for example, right now Element says they've been playing Jedi Survivor, and they said I've pressed the dodge button several times more than anything else, and have dodged several times less than any other action. And that's
Mhm.
totally fair. I really love like the Jedi Survivor and like Jedi Fallen Order games. I have tried playing them, and combat wise, they're a little bit out of like what I normally play. So like I definitely struggle a
Mhm.
little bit more. Where my husband, he plays them, so I just sit there and watch him play the games and do the combat for me. And then when he keeps missing the puzzle, I help him do his puzzles. And
Yeah,
I
and that's the thing,
just
like Souls-like games do have puzzles in them. Like it's not
yes.
just combat, combat, combat. Like you have to solve these puzzles to
There's a
get to
lot
the next
of like
level.
storytelling through the environment. And usually the way they do
Right.
that through the environment is through those puzzles.
Right. So like Dark Souls is a really like where this all kind of like started from for the Souls-like stuff.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm
So
just
it
chuckling at Latin's comment.
oh no, you're good. But like on the flip side, then you have the rogue lights and rogue likes, which are not considered in the Souls like category because Souls like are, as Morgan said, you lose experience, you lose loot, you lose currency if you keep dying. And like it has you as you
Mhm.
keep playing and going up against different monsters, you have to learn their patterns. Like that's the whole point of it is this pattern learning that you do. Whereas on the flip side with the roguelikes and lights, you learn patterns. You still have that. Like you still go up, you still have to learn patterns, but when you die, you take whatever currency you got from the game or other pieces, loot and stuff like that, and you add it to yourself to improve yourself or you improve your stats. So like you always are in trying to improve and increase your stats in the back end so that when you go back in, you're stronger, you're better, you're faster. Like you have all these different things that work for you, as
Mhm.
opposed to a Souls like where it's like, oh, it's not working for me. I have to learn this and I'm going to figure it out. So some people really love that gameplay, like the Souls like, and I get it. Like they love the challenge of being like, I went in here, I had my character, I got him to an extent of where I want to be, and I want to take on this massive boss. And this boss has this crazy pattern base to him that is just, you have to learn. And then there's the other flip side where it's like me, who really loves, like, that's why bullet hells are fun, because it's like a roguelite. You just keep constantly adding and increasing yourself to make yourself better and stronger and like able to just kill everything.
Yeah.
Now roguelites and likes do have story, and some don't. It depends on what one you're playing. There seems to be I feel like grid-based dungeon crawlers are really good for the roguelikes and lights. Like that's basically what it is. Like Tubby, for instance, technically Diablo is considered a roguelike, right? Because you die, but you keep your loot, and then you add that into yourself to make you more like you stronger, or you
Right.
add skill points to yourself to make you stronger, and then you go back in. Dark Souls is not like that. Bloodborne is not like that, So it's just the differences between the two. Hopefully that helps you, and it kind of gives you a better idea of what the differences are. I know you keep constantly asking me, and I figured this might be helpful to have Morgan and I both explain it, because she knows her Souls
Yeah,
like
it's one
more
of
than
those
I
things
do.
like just for a moment to go a little deeper into it, because we were talking about
Yeah.
Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor and even like God of War or like Ghost of Tsushima or even Ghost of Yotai, those are all technically Souls-like games as well. And those games I actually, though I will struggle with them, I'll eventually get there through repetition and like practice. I will get there with them. I will also those a lot of those also have the option to do more of like lesser difficulty, where other game not all Souls like have that option. I play games for the story, not so much the challenging combat. But the one Souls game that I think has ruined me for like trusting Souls games is honestly is
Okay.
Dark Souls. Everybody had
Yeah.
talked about it, and I got the first Dark Souls on sale for like I think my Xbox 360 back when I was playing on console. I don't think I got past the first mission, and I just was kind of like, I'm never playing this again. I'm not touching you. This is awful. And so I always am like, I need games that are more like Jedi Survivor, more like Ghost of Tsushima, stuff like that, compared to Dark Souls. Because
Yeah.
Dark Souls ain't
Yeah.
for
I
me.
mean, well, and I played Bloodborne, and I thought, "Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna have so much fun with this." And literally I was like you, Morgan. I got to a point where I said to myself, "This is not for me." And I know that. Like my brother loves Dark Soul. Like he
Yeah.
loves all of that. And I'm like, "That's you. You do you."
Like the
Stop me.
world is so intriguing to me. It's even this kind of
Yeah.
the same way with Elden Ring, for example. I have Elden Ring. I was really interested in it. Didn't really realize what I was getting into. And then I started playing. I was like, "Oh, hello. I'm reminded of Dark Souls. Mm,
Yeah.
love
Yeah, and I believe
this."
that.
So, like, yeah. I have a cat who has joined me. Oh, never mind. He's just down there, just chilling. But yeah. Anyway,
You know better.
who knows? Maybe we need to make a video explaining it as well and putting it out on our
Yeah.
channels. Because I'm sure
Yeah.
if Tubby's asking, other people might ask too. But anyway, Tyler, that gave you plenty of time to get your butt over here if you weren't around. So we're
See, we know how to like stretch.
yeah, yeah. But let's go ahead and show this new game because it is a Souls like game, but it's really interesting, very interesting. So this Souls like RPG is actually called Valor Mortis. It's a first person game where you rise from death as a former Napoleon Army soldier, now wielding supernatural abilities. You'll battle terrifying monsters and unravel a conspiracy that threatens all of humanity. So, Valor Mortis is planned to be released sometime in 2026. We don't have the exact release date just yet, though. But I think this is a very interesting take on kind of like a fantasy esque survival kind of Souls like game with sorry, I'm trying to get my cat out of the way. But it's an interesting twist of like taking like a military war game and bringing it to like a fantasy Souls like experience.
Yeah.
I
The
also like
graphics are
I like
a
the
lot
color.
different too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I really like it's moody and I like how moody it is.
It's weird. It's moody, but it's also it's a muddy color to it. It's like muddy looking,
Mhm. It's definitely kind of has
which I
like
think
that. I don't want to say grungy because it's not like necessarily grungy, but it's dark.
yeah.
Hello. I have a cat.
All right, this next one is called Long Gone, which, speaking of cats, you'll explore an abandoned suburban. Wow. You'll explore an abandoned suburban neighborhood decades after an outbreak. You'll need to solve environmental puzzles with your cat companion and uncover the secret lives of the people long gone through the belongings they left behind in this atmospheric 3D pixel narrative adventure. And oh, and yeah, and you'll need to watch out for zombies in case you didn't know. So this game is set to release sometime next year in 2027. I When I first saw this, I was like, is this another Diver Dave? Because that's what I immediately went to in my brain because of the graphics. And then I looked at it more and I went, oh, no, this is kind of cool. I would be down to play this. I love the fact that it's a survival, but it's kind of like I don't know, it just kind of gives me that interesting feel because it is more pixelated and stuff. So
Oh, I just cut away from the video, but you can pet your cat. That makes me happy.
yeah, you can pet your cat. Meow. Go ahead and wishlist it on Steam. It comes out next year.
It looks really cute.
It does.
Hey, do you like the game Brotato?
I do actually. I think it's really funny.
Well, I got a game for you then.
Potato.
No, okay, I gotta preface this correctly. I don't have a game for you. I have a DLC for you. So let me get this DLC's trailer going so I can show y'all everything. So if you're a fan of the Brotato game, it is getting a new DLC called Brotato Primal Dread. Brotato will continue his exploration in this expansion on a deadly planet in a hostile jungle. However, this prehistoric forest holds many secrets and cyber enhanced predators. The DLC will feature a new map with 20 waves of new enemies. You'll also get new characters, weapons, mechanics, music, items, achievements, and so much more. There is no release date just yet, but it is expected sometime in 2026.
I love the part where he finds little triceratops and he looks at it and he's just like, oh. I died when I saw that. He's like, it's mine. It's so cute. I take it with me.
Same,
I protect you.
same. I took it with me.
I protect you.
Come with me, little
Super cute.
baby, to say it.
That's right. All right. I know that Shirtless Dan and I will probably be playing this next one eventually. We still need to get through the other ones, but get ready to solve puzzles with your bestie. And We Were Here Tomorrow, you are taken to a mysterious facility where communication and cooperation are your lifelines. This asymmetrical co-op adventure will have you uncover secrets that will shape the fate of tomorrow. We Were Here Tomorrow releases this year and there is a demo available. So if you want to go check it out, now's the time. I still have to get through the rest of the franchise. I have only done the first one.
Yeah, I
We Were
haven't
Here.
done them, but they really interest me. I think they're really cool. They're like I like the visual of them, and I also love doing stuff like this with friends.
I like that this one's different, but I
Hmm.
know even the We Were Here friendship one that they did was different. So I like that they're taking like a different spin on it. The first one was definitely spooky because you were in a castle. And then the
Gotcha.
second one, from what Shirtless Dan talked to me about, because I was trying to like mentally prepare myself because I hated the one thing I hated about the first one was I hated the ending part of it because I always got stuck outside where the thing would like come to try to kill me, the gesture that's in it, and I would never be in the back. And so I'm like wigging out because this thing is like literally coming at my face. And so I was asking Shirtless Dan about the second one to see what like is it the same kind of spookiness? And he said, yeah, it's kind of more on the spookier side, but it's less like seeing things and more like just hearing things. And I was like,
Gotcha.
okay. So, but it changes as it goes. Like it's not supposed to be like I feel like they've gotten away from like super spooky to like a little less than that and just kind of like these are the puzzles and stuff. And we've been doing a lot
Nice.
of puzzles together. So excited.
Yeah, it's a good time. I'm sorry, sir. I have to talk. Just get. All right, let me pull up this video. Do you want to tell everybody about it? Can you tell everyone all about this game? Yeah, Sir Owen, more like Sir Pain in my butt. All right, guys. This is a 2D action RPG that looks so cute. It's extremely colorful and from the creators of Crosscode. In this action-packed adventure, you will need to break Nyx's curse and guide humanity's rebirth by battling enemies with multiple divine weapons and solve puzzles all in a changing world ready for exploration. This game releases soon on May 7th, and if you want to test it out ahead of time, there is a demo available on Steam. So, hey, you got a month. Go test it out. We actually have a little bit under a month. But no, I've this is another one where I'm actually really interested in this one. It's one of those ones like Gravekeeper 2. I was like, I vibe with this. I want to try it. It looks cute.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try out
Yeah,
that demo.
I think this one's also interesting too. Like you get to see I like the fact that they say you get to witness society develop over
Yeah.
time. And I think that's really interesting to me because you don't get that a lot in games where you start, working in a game and then all of a sudden you see like the evolution of
Hmm.
change from what you're doing in the game. So I think that's like really special and something that intrigues me. So definitely check it out if you go check out the demo. I mean, that's what I think is so great about these games is go check out the demo, see if you like it, and then if you do, add it to your wish list so that you get notified when it does come out, so that you know like, okay, this was a game that I wanted to get. And maybe you don't get
Hmm.
it right off the bat. Maybe maybe it's not until next month or whatever, but at least you have it on your wish list so you know and you know when it's there. Or maybe somebody will buy it for you as a gift. Who knows? All right, guys. So Risk of Rain 2, we talked about it several times already. We talked about Risk of Rain. We talked about Risk of Rain 2. Well, Risk of Rain 2 is getting another DLC and it's in the works and it's called Hollowed Concepts. You'll overcome powerful curses, strange new enemies, and deadly trails. Now, you'll explore all the new stages and more as two new survivors in Hollowed concepts. Now, there is no release date yet. There's also no word on what the survivors are going to be. So I'm sure that Gearbox will be coming out and talking about more about what the new survivors are going to be like, who we're seeing, just like they did before in the other one that they released. So definitely something that we will be keeping an eye on as we learn more about this new DLC. I'm excited. I want to get more into Risk of Rain 2, but I definitely don't like playing it alone. It's definitely I feel like more fun with people.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could totally see that. Alrighty. Well, everybody, just want to remind you if you are interested, you can check out all the games that were featured during the Triple I initiative on the Steam page. So just head on over and see which ones have demos now. And you could be testing out some new games, maybe wishlisting some more. And there's not just games, there's also DLCs. I know we just talked about two, but there's even more out there. I see another one right here. So yeah, check it out. It definitely had a lot to unpack. But for now, we're going to go on our last break of the episode. So go use the restroom, grab a snack, refill your drink, whatever you need. And when we return, we're actually having some games to show you from the Steam's Hidden Object Fest. So we both chose games, and we're both going to show you the ones that stood out to us. So stay tuned, and we'll dive into that as soon as we get back.
Boys and girls, make some noise, shake your body to the ground. 1, 2, 3, tag a team, have some fun, fun, fun. Let's get high, hold on tight, every day and every night. 박수 쳐, 소리 쳐, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun. Pump up the bass, pump up the bass, pump up the bass, have some fun, fun, fun.
Let's go!
You tried your best, and you failed miserably.
That's right. Thanks, Kippo.
We need to survive. Oh wait, I'm Test. I'm Test Man.
It's not easy being green.
The Steam Hidden Object Fest is underway. These games are for those who like puzzle solving and pixel hunting. It runs through Monday, April 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And yeah, we have our host picks for you. So, KP, I'll let you go ahead and start us off with the first one you found.
Sure. So my pick is adapted from the best-selling children's book series, Pierre the Maze Detective. So you play as Pierre in this adventure puzzle game and recover the stolen maze stone. You'll journey through breathtaking hand-drawn illustrations, meet eccentric characters, and solve puzzles to save Opera City. I love how it reminds me so much of a children's book too. And I
Yeah,
love that it's based off a
absolutely.
children's book. So, yeah, definitely one that I think is interesting and fun and different. It almost
Yeah,
reminds me of like Where's Waldo? Like that's what I was thinking
100%.
when I saw it. I was like, Where's Waldo? Give me a Where's Waldo game. Let's do it. Where is my Where's Waldo?
There's actually some games on here though. I didn't highlight any of them, but I've played it before on my phone, like some like find the cats, like hidden cat kind of
Oh yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
all free to play even on here. And I was like, that's kind of nice that I could just play them on my PC instead of my phone. So
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
I just want to just like bring back a Where's Waldo though.
Fair,
Like hand drawn and everything.
fair.
Like I want animated Where's Waldo. Yeah.
That's fair.
That'd be cool.
All right, well, let's go into this next one for y'all. Fall of the New Age is an adventure hidden object puzzle game. It takes place in a dark medieval age where a cult is striving to seize the rule over the city, control its inhabitants, and destroy all sources of knowledge and culture. You play as Marla, a young female thief uncovering the secret cult conspiracy while all while helping her free her kidnapped brother and end up saving the city as well. This one definitely has a different visual look, I think, and narrative than some other traditional puzzle games.
Yeah, I love that it's not here's a page and just do it, Like
Yeah,
I think that's what makes it very fascinating to me. Like I
same.
think when people think
That's
of
what
hidden
stood out to me
object,
about it.
yeah. I think the thing is like when people hear of hidden object, they don't think it could be like a first person kind of feel
Mm-hmm.
or a third person. So definitely cool.
Yeah. Or what's the next one you got for us?
Oh, this one's like I love the fact that this is a cozy game. So it's called Broken Lens. And it's a game where you will discover the story of a little robot with a slight problem. Yeah, explore manifold cute environments at your own pace and investigate to understand what happened to them. Try to uncover all the secrets in Broken Lens. This one's also adorable.
This
I
one's
love
really
that they
cute.
do
This
like
one
a
stood out
split
to me
screen.
too.
Yeah.
So
They do
cute.
like this split screen thing that's really interesting too,
Oh,
where
here, I can show
you'll
them.
move the camera, and when you do that, it shows like the differences on the two lenses. And I was like, "Aw, he's got really does have like a little broken lens going on."
That is
It's
cute.
almost like a comparison one, which is cool because I've seen those before, and I think those are kind of fun to me. So,
Yeah, yeah. That is cute. I like that one a lot. Well, this is the collector's edition of Dark Romance Vampire Origins. That's full of exclusive extras you won't find in the standard version. In this game, a simple trip to the doctor's takes a dark turn when your journey leads you into the path of a vampire. Though your father may have chased away this deadly foe before, he is now back and out for revenge. But he's just not out for blood. He's also looking for the half vampire he created before fleeing. A half vampire that turns out to be you.
also another interesting, very click based kind of thing. Click and make things happen, which is
Yeah.
cool.
I think this one will have a very nice like story to it though, which is kind of like give them things. And we all know from a previous episode that I like Vampire Daddy. So, A romance with a vampire. Oh, you are the half vampire He-Man. Oh shit. So yeah.
Oh man. Well, this next one, I'm gonna move on from Vampire Daddy
Oh,
really
come
fast.
on, the
So
vampire
I
daddy.
Morgan. Morgan and her
Yeah.
vampire daddies. Okay, guys, we're moving on because we're gonna go back to cats. I will let you talk to Latin on your own free time while I read this next one. So, if you like relaxing puzzles where you can explore 3D dioramas, solve puzzles, and save cats lost in time, it sounds crazy, but this is the concept behind Cats in Time. Now, I have yet to still play this game, but I'm excited to dive into it soon. Morgan actually bought this for me for my birthday, so it's gonna be
It
cute. I
looks
love
so
that they're all
cute.
dioramas. Yeah. It's kind of like the doors and boxes, like those ones, but like with cats.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Speaking of doors and boxes.
Really? What? No. Pff. Dioramas and doors and box? No. This is Doors Paradox, a relaxing puzzle escape game. So you'll need to make your way through a variety of 3D dioramas that are all handcrafted while looking for useful objects, hitting clues, and solving puzzles. This is a mysterious adventure about order, chaos, and the surreal, all waiting for you to unravel it. So yeah, Doors Paradox, y'all.
Yeah, and they're the same people that make the boxes one too, because it's very similar. You solve the
Hmm.
box to open the box. And they're both really intriguing to me. I think it'd be really fun to play them. I just need to find that time.
I feel that comment in my soul.
All right, guys. Well, we did it. We made it to the end. You guys have stuck around for an amazing show full of chalked things, items, videos, games, news,
A
everything
lot of
you could
stuff.
think of. A lot of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed everything that we had to share with you guys today. A lot of good conversation. So
We hope you guys
what are we doing
also.
next?
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. We hope
Go
you guys
ahead.
also like
Go
the new
ahead.
look of our overlay. So if you do, please, send a heart in chat, like the YouTube video. We hope that you guys like the new style and look, and we're excited to unveil more scenes and overlays in the future for other stuff. So we've been cooking over here. So yeah. But to answer your question, for our next show, where the
Yes.
Galaxy's Spring Showcase takes place on Thursday, April 16th, which I'm a space nerd, so I'm already excited about that name. We'll break down all the games that stood out to us and show you the ones that excited us the most. Plus, we're going to be giving you guys the latest in the tech and gaming news that is happening over this next week. But
By the
obviously,
way,
yes.
if you watch the Galaxy Spring Showcase for I think it's 30 minutes, you can get yourself a Phasmophobia badge. So
Ooh,
definitely something
okay.
to think about. Think about
Cute,
it.
cute. Well, guys, before we go, don't forget to check us out across all of our social medias. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Threads.
That's right. And as Morgan said, if you guys are loving our content, loving our new overlays, all the things that we're doing, make sure you give us a heart over on Twitch. We want to see that growing number over there. We do love to be over there, but we also love being over on YouTube. So make sure you head on over to our YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe. If you are not subscribed, you're not going to know when we're doing things, when we're live, when we're adding new content, when we're uploading things, when we're making posts in our community. That's right, we make posts now in our community. So head on over there and see what we got cooking. And don't forget to what, Morgan?
Ding dong that bell.
That's right, because that's the only way you're going to know when things are live on our channel over there. So head on over to YouTube, head on over to Twitch if you're on YouTube. Make sure you are liking both because that's where we live. All right, guys, we have a lot that we're going to work on for the next week coming up. And who knows what else is going to drop because honestly, that's what happens throughout the week. We get things happening, we're going, we're cooking, and bam, something else comes down the pipeline.
Facts.
So, facts. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys next weekend on Sunday. And don't forget to keep constantly checking our YouTube channel for everything that we're adding when we're posting new content. And get over there and even comment because we write back. Yes, we do, and we read them all. If you don't think we do, we do. We read them
do.
all.
We sure do.
We really do. All right, guys. Until next time, keep processing, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.